Sound gets over 300 inches of rain a year, and it's caused by the westerlies coming in off the Tasman Sea, drop all their moisture on the western side of the Alps, then on the eastern side, we get these warm, strong, dry winds.
Kia, quite friendly.
It's like squeezing the balloon for the air forces the balloon and chases prey.
Another Kia. Milford now. Have a look up to the right. See where that is. Go up and down sideways. Say seriously around the show what that was. I never ever found his body. I don't really know what happened. One of the biggest problems the explorers had in this Fiordland area is something that we take for granted, and that's being able to have a hot meal. Now, they basically lived on what they called a biscuit, and what it was oatmeal and flour, and they raised it up. And under there, lifting the lid, hearing it go ping, the husband one morning stood on the Kia's foot, and the old Kia, he hopped around and squawked and carried on, and so they picked him up and made a bit of a fuss of him, and he promptly forgot about it. Until that night, he used to like to, anybody that came through the door, he used to like to run over and sort of greet you. And the husband came home, and here he was running over to meet him, and all of a sudden he stopped, lifted his foot up, and went hopping back to the wife, but the trouble was, it was the wrong foot. It just shows it. Walked a ways into this rainforest.
those are the flies operating around to the east.
Milford Sound 1329. Departed on the launch, headed out Milford Sound towards the Tasman Sea at 1334.
The last ice age, some 20 to 30,000 years ago. Later the Growers were pointed now the tributary massey of flowing in the mainland, which drove it to the most favorable site. This area is part of the 3.25 million acres of land national times. Yes, guys, around there.
Out at the entrance to Milford Sound, looking out towards the Tasman Sea, that was.
And up on the seat there and look down into the water. Ride that pressure wave into that.
Incredible. I can't lean over that far. Went under here. That was a good place. We knew where we were. We
Turn the sun off for you for a moment. Step there. 15 seconds to get out of the way. 15 seconds. Opening compass lost. So, the idea of something pilot is not behind us. It's not trying from that place, of course. Trying to follow the bridge directly ahead of the road. It takes us. Putting out here to Leo, so it's a fantastic view. Now, if you have a video camera, then you can gather that point about that. We're now taking photographs with the camera. Okay, now we can see from the field that road, number 7,000 feet. Now to the other car down to south. Also possible there, Harris.
Yeah, glacier. The launch arrived back at Milford at 15:19. Anyway, the bus got away from Milford at 15:22 and away from Canoe at 17:57. While I was gone, the Queen had been there today, I suppose, since it's called Queenstown, she had to go visit the town named after her. Anyway, their parade went right past from my hotel there.
on the way, the Wellington's already en route to the Tokelau's, and the Endeavour left a short time ago. Both ships are carrying building supplies from the sea. Tokelau's only just recovering from Tusi 3 years ago, so this is another big blow for a territory already heavily dependent on New Zealand food and money. Kim Webby, One Network News.
New Zealand helicopter pilots involved in a gun battle with rebels on Bougainville have embarrassed the Australian government. The Australians gave the choppers to Papua New Guinea on the condition that they wouldn't be used as gunships. They say that hasn't happened, but the pictures tell a different story. Here's our Australian correspondent, Craig McMurtry.
The incident occurred earlier this week when Australian Iroquois helicopters carrying PNG government troops flew out to counter a rebel attack on a plantation north of the town of Arawa. Reports from Bougainville say soldiers in the helicopters fired on trucks carrying militants. The helicopters flown by New Zealand and Australian civilian pilots were given to Papua New Guinea last year by Bob Hawke on condition that they weren't used as gunships. But Australian Foreign Affairs Minister Gareth Evans denies this latest shootout shows they are being used that way. Pictures from Bougainville clearly show an automatic weapon strapped onto the side of the machine.
Fans in the south today. They went to Queenstown and to Arrowtown, where the sunny weather was matched by a warm-hearted crowd.
The Queen was obviously happy to meet her husband again after their 2 days apart. Her first job was a short walk down the Queenstown Mall to meet selected groups, including a duo she remembered playing at her 60th birthday party. On to the Old Lady of the Lake for lunch and a quick spin around Wakatipu. And then a short drive away to historic Arrowtown, where locals put on an old-time show.
Three cheers for Her Majesty the Queen.
When the Queen and Duke left the South Island this afternoon, they would have taken memories of crowds who smiled and cheered for them. Kim Hurring, One Network News.
A few wet spots around and a bit of sun too. There's our map tomorrow. We've got a big bubble of fine weather coming, but ahead of it there'll be a southerly breeze that'll toss a few showers around. The North Island begins the day with a hot, sticky morning. There will be some sun and drizzle with a few showers, particularly over the bottom half. After lunch you won't see too much change. You'll have a blend of sun, bit of black cloud and local sea breezes. Be careful near the Auckland forestry areas. The fire risk in those two northern forests is extreme. As for your temperature highs, well, 19 to 27 covers everybody. For the South Island, the southerly sneaks up the east coast and it brings light rain from Invercargill to Christchurch. After lunch, a few light falls reach Hokitika, but if you're cruising down the west coast, I'm sure you're going to enjoy your day. Tomorrow's highs, the warm spots at the top of the island, 22s for Nelson and Blenheim. Time to zoom in on the big cities now. Auckland, not the best. Hot, humid and breezy, with maybe a shower or two. The same in Hamilton, cool off in the pool or the river, but keep an eye on the sky. Hawke's Bay, a few showers, plenty of sea breeze and lots of cricket, I hope. The southerly reaches the capital, so will a few squalls and a high of 19. Misty rain occasionally shrouds Christchurch and the southerly comes with it, so have a lazy day. Quite dull in Dunedin too, even colder with 15, so read the paper or watch this channel. On Monday, still a few showers on the east coast to pester the cricketers. The rest of us have a beauty.
Thanks, Jim. That's Saturday's news. Jim and I will be back at 6 tomorrow with One Network News. Till then, good night.